Alright guys, so I just clicked on a video by Mark here, excellent channel, in which he's answering 5 questions for the community by Mamemeister. Now I haven't watched Mark's video yet because I didn't want to be influenced by his answers, which I'm sure will be insightful and interesting. So watch that in a bit. But these 5 questions are pretty cool. So the first one is, someone offers you your current salary to give up your job and do YouTube full time. Would you do it or wouldn't you? Oh, that's a good one. It depends what conditions were placed on it. You know, if I could just carry on exactly as I am now, just putting up 1 or 2 unedited, unscripted videos a week or something like that, you know, at this level of production, and carry on like this at my current job salary, shit, yeah, because I'm going to be doing it anyway. I would do that. But looking at this question, I'm tempted to ground myself in reality a bit more. And if I was to get my current salary, which isn't that good, as a full-time YouTuber, I'd have to work a lot harder on the channel, I think. I'd have to actually do some editing and put a bit more effort in and stuff. But, and I can't really be asked that these days. Maybe one day I shall get back to that. I used to put a bit more effort into production. But yeah, if I had to really work on the channel to that degree, for that salary, it's tempting, isn't it? But then the only problem with that is, again, grounding myself in reality, unnecessarily probably. You can't rely on YouTube as an income, I don't think, in the long term. You know, not for everyone anyway. You know, you can't really predict the shifts in interest or even use of the way people use the internet and different sites and stuff, and the way that income is going to be coming to you, and you know, your viewing figures. You can't predict these things. You can't rely on them. You know, some people do make a really good job of it. I'm subscribed to and know some people that do YouTube professionally and nail it and do really well, and still manage to retain, you know, authenticity, which is something I'd kind of worry about if I was doing it as a job. You know, if you felt like you had to put this content out there at a certain rate, to a certain degree, a certain frequency, I'd feel like there'd be a lot of pressure on me to kind of produce content in a certain way, and I would worry about losing authenticity, you know. But it is doable. I'm watching it being done on some channels that I'm subscribed to. Yeah, but I don't know. If I did YouTube as a job, I'd never leave the house. At least having a job, I actually have to go somewhere else a few times a week. I like my job anyway. I work as a carer in a dementia home, and you can have a real laugh there. It's real cool. It can be emotional and stuff too, obviously, but I like it, yeah. But to do YouTube as a full-time job with no conditions and still manage to retain this crappy level of production that I do on this channel currently, yeah, probably would. And if it all went tits up, I could just put it on my CV as something mildly impressive and go back to working in a different job, I guess. So yeah, ish. Number 2, do you think our tech-obsessed society is a good thing? Well, I think it's an inevitable thing, good or bad. I mean, life's rich tapestry is a mixture of good and bad, negative and positive, beneficial and detrimental. It's a big mixture of all these things. I think it was inevitable, you know. I think we are inclined to make things easier for ourselves with whatever the inventions have occurred over time. And you can take it all the way back. You know, every invention that we've made, more or less, is to make our lives easier. And the level we're at now, the communication technology, the networking technology, the entertainment technology, you know, those things are all making it a lot easier for us to do those various things. And people get lazy. So yeah, you know, and people get obsessed. You know, humans have a tendency towards obsession of varying degrees. And what I mean by that is just habit forming. So yeah, you see people on their phones all the time, and it annoys me. It does. It is. Yeah, you can hark back if you're a certain age to a time when that wasn't happening. You know, of course, people would be distracted by other things. You know, instead of everybody sat on their phones on the bus, they'd all either have the Walkmans on or a magazine or something, maybe. you know, or just be staring into space. I'm trying to think if people were more social and more sociable back in the day before all this mobile phone business kicked off. I feel like they kind of were, but I don't know if that's just because I moved in quite sociable circles. I mean, my parents and their network of friends and people that I grew up around were really sociable. But I know that's not the same for all circles, but mind you, if there is a circle, then you're being social. What the hell am I talking about? I don't know. Is it a good thing? Good and bad, you know? Good and bad. We do need to protect ourselves against the capacity for shutting ourselves off from things, you know, and having this kind of veneer of technology between each other. It's a real thing. Yeah, that does occur, I think. Yeah, there's a downside to it as well. Number three, if you're on death row awaiting execution in the morning and you were allowed to do one of the following, what would you do? Either watch a film, play a video game for 2 hours, or listen to music for 2 hours. I don't think it'd be a game because I don't think 2 hours playing a game would be enough to really feel like you've had some kind of ultimate final experience to ease you through this difficult time. I don't know. And would you even be able to concentrate on playing the game with the impending execution? I don't know if you would be able to really immerse yourself in that game. Same with the film. I don't think you'd really be able to immerse yourself and follow a film with that on your mind, knowing what was coming. I think music would penetrate a little easier. I think it would be harder to avoid some positive effect from music. And you could put together a playlist of your favourite kind of songs, nostalgic songs, that kind of thing. I think my playlist would be quite heavily REM. They were the main band I listened to growing up when I was picking vinyls off my dad's shelf. REM, The, Susie and the Banshees. And Robert Palmer, that was from my mum's collection. She wasn't as cool as my dad. Fact. So, music, yeah. Okay, next one. 4. Do you miss head-to-head gaming with mates like the old days? By head-to-head, I'm assuming you mean kind of local multiplayer. And yeah, I kind of do. I do miss that. You can't beat it. You know, I've got a friend that I kind of play online with on 360 sometimes. We play Pro Evo, FIFA, Halo and stuff. But it's good, it's fun, but it's not the same, is it? You know, sometimes the voice communication doesn't work very well and you can't really communicate that, you know, smoothly. And stuff, it's just not the fucking same. And it's crazy that games are coming out in 2017 without local multiplayer options. You know, it's mental when you think that there was it Street Racer or something on the Saturn, had 12-player local multiplayer split screen, and you've got racing games coming out in 2017 on these behemoth consoles that don't give you a local multiplayer split screen. Fucking mad. I do miss it. Yeah. But, you know, as you grow older yourself, I mean, your friends, yourself, you have different priorities and lives. It's difficult to get together and have those multiplayer local experiences. So the online stuff helps to, you know, connect where you otherwise wouldn't be able to as easily, I guess. But, yeah, I do miss it. Number 5. If YouTube ceased to exist one morning and all your content was lost, but a new YouTube-style channel appeared, would you start from afresh or call it a day and forget having a channel? I think. Do you mean by that if a new YouTube website appeared, as in YouTube it completely disappeared and a new website appeared, or do you mean YouTube was wiped clean and YouTube started again? Doesn't really make a difference. I think I would start again, yeah, because I really enjoy it. I've been doing YouTube for the best part of 10 years, nearly, over 2 channels, 3 channels. And it's really nice to have a community of people to talk to you about interests that you share in common. It's again not an easy thing to do in the real world sometimes, you know. Only have 1 or 2 friends in a real world that I actually talk to and play video games with. So it's nice to have a community of people that all chatting about the same stuff. And YouTube itself is just my main way of consuming information and entertainment. I think, you know, I don't watch live TV. We don't have any kind of TV box. We have Cody, I guess, is that. But I mean, YouTube and stream stuff is my main way of watching things. And because you have more control, of course, So that's, I would still get involved with the channel, and I would still make content still, because it's fun to do. I like it. Yeah, I think I would. But anyway, that's a really cool 5 questions for the community from Mamemeister there. So go check it out and do a video response if you like. And all right, guys, in a bit, bye.